Hello there, welcome once again to Blackpool. We are at the Hilton Hotel on the North Shore in Blackpool, the luxury hotel that's been the setting for the Embassy World 8-Ball Pool Championships 2001. This time we're very much concerned with the ladies singles final. It is of course the biggest single prize in ladies pool, and we can now take a check on the distinguished list of former winners. This is the Roll of Honour. As you'll see, it's dominated early on by Linda Moffat, who then became Linda Leadbitter. And really, Linda, her name appearing 4 times on that list, as you can see, 93, 94, 95, and later in 98. Sue Thompson, the champion last year, already out of the competition. Lisa Quick taking the title in 1999. Now, the final this time round is, like this, the best of 15 frames, and it is Lisa Quick against Linda Leadbitter. Right, well, Vicky Layton has joined me to watch this match. Vicky, this promises to be a very interesting match indeed.
Yes, we're in for a very exciting match today. Both ladies are on top of their game at the moment. Lisa will be, well, Lisa's just won the World Snooker title, so she'll be on fire out there tonight. And Linda has just joined the UK tour for the with the professionals.
What sort of match are we going to see? Is it going to be tactical, or are we going to see lots of offensive play?
I think it all depends on the break. If it depends how the break goes. If it's tight, then Linda will try and keep it tactical, because Lisa's such a great potter.
Let's take a brief check, shall we, on these two players. For those of you at home maybe not too familiar with them, let's start by looking first of all at Lisa Quick. 26 years of age, seeded number 3, and as you can see, she won this title back in 1999, and her route to the final looks like this. She's come through from that last 32 pretty comfortably, 7-4 against Dawn Woodcock, and then Sue Thompson in the semi-finals, of course, the defending champion. So good for her. And Linda Leadbitter, this is just a few facts about Linda. 28 years of age, seeded number 2, and as we said earlier, a 4 times former winner of this title and Champion of Champions winner as well in 2001. And this is how Linda made it through to the final. Pretty comfortable early on, a little harder later on, but never mind, she's made it through, and it should be a terrific final. Right, well, what we're now going to do is let Jim White out of the commentary box just for a change, just briefly, and a little earlier he managed to get to Lisa and interrupted her practice.
Yes, David, pulled her right off the practice table. And I'm here with Lisa Quick, and Lisa, you've already knocked out last year's champion. Now you're going after the most dominant lady in the game. Do you fancy your chances?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just looking to get out there and play as well as I can, and see how we go from there.
And I understand going after a very rare double indeed. You're already the ladies' world snooker champion. Now you want to try and add another title to that.
Yeah, it's something that obviously 6 months ago I didn't feel I could do either. And the way things have changed, and I'm really looking forward to it and hoping that it will be a big double for me.
Well, it certainly promises to be a terrific final, Lisa, and I know we're all wishing you the very best. And earlier we caught up with Linda Leadbitter. Well, Linda Leadbitter, if it's that time of year again, which here we find ourselves in the end of May, it must be time for you to be contesting another final.
Yeah, I'm so pleased to be in the final again. I had a really close quarter-final game and just lucky to get through that. Just looking forward to playing Lisa again.
And you know Lisa, you've played her before?
Yeah, I've played her, and the last couple of times she's beat me, so hopefully I'll get my own back this year.
Well, time for revenge. And Linda, all the very best. Enjoy yourselves today.
Thanks.
Time for revenge indeed. Just a final thought from our guest before we go to Alan Hughes. How do you see this match going?
I think I'm going to go with Lisa this year. I've watched a lot of her matches coming into the final, and she's back to her best. I fancy Lisa.
We'll see if you're right. More from Vicky later. Right now the players are ready to go. Here's our MC once again, Alan Hughes.
Well, thank you, David. And first we welcome a young lady who has captured this title once before and enters this arena full of hope of achieving a unique double by adding the Ladies Embassy World Pool title to her World Snooker crown. Ladies and gentlemen from Somerset, will you welcome Lisa Quick. Who's won everything the game has offered over and over again with an outstanding World Championship record. She is appearing in her 9th World Final, capturing the title on no less than 4 occasions. Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome please from Kettering, Linda Leadbitter.
So we are about to find out who will become the 2001 Embassy Ladies World Pool Champion. Commentary on this match between Lisa Quick and Linda Leadbitter comes once again from Jim.
Thanks, David. And of course, if this is the ladies' final, then there can only be one gentleman sat beside me. And Keith Brewer, I might as well welcome you in here with me again. We've seen so many finals, and the lady at the table, Linda Leadbitter, has been in virtually all of them save one.
Yes, Jim, it's some record she's got, isn't it, to be in, what, eight out of 9 finals? And you've just got to admire the consistency of this lady. The majority of them, of course, have been with Sue. But as we know this year, Sue was defeated by Lisa in an enormous match, really. It was a fantastic game to watch. And if she plays like that against Linda in the final, we're in for a very good match, Jim.
Yellow ball's in play.
Well, I tend to agree with our studio guest, Vicky Layton. If the break is going to have any say in this, and they open up nicely for a player with Lisa's potting ability, and she can impose that type of game in this final, then she's got to be fancied. Yellow's in play now for Lisa Quick. And also, Keith, just wanted to mention that I had a chance to see these two girls before coming out here. Neither one of them could stand still. They were both on pins and needles.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? I mean, when you think from Linda's point of view especially, it's her 8th final and she still gets nervous before a match. But that's what the World Championships is all about. It's the biggest event, the greatest event, and it's the one that everyone wants to win.
This Embassy Ladies World Championship is one that is highlighted on every one of these girls' calendars. This is a dream opportunity. The number 3 seed in the event, Lisa Quick, at the table right now, and opposing her, the number 2 seed, Linda Leadbitter. Lisa won this event in 1999. Looking to become a 2-time winner and join players like Sue Thompson and Linda Leadbitter as the only ladies that have ever won this on more than one occasion.
Such has been the dominance, Jim, of them two ladies.
In fact, the only ladies that'll ever won it, period. It's been owned by Linda and Sue Thompson and Lisa. And both of them stone-faced as they came into the arena. Linda's last title came in 1998.
30 seconds.
Useful shot, that one. Nice red here, but more importantly, dislodged that one off the cushion and brought it into play.
And as we can see, Jim, there is a gap on the top right-hand pocket for the red to pass. If she can actually remove this yellow as well, then obviously all the reds will play. So she's got a chance here.
30 seconds.
I also got the feeling that Linda knew exactly what she had to do to be able to defeat Lisa. These two have played on numerous occasions, and they do know each other's games well. Linda also knows that Lisa is coming off the Ladies World Snooker Championship, and that's going to put her in good stead. I just fancy that Linda's up for the challenge here. And there's that gap you were talking about, Keith. There's room for that red, and if she can nuzzle that yellow out of the way, it's going to clear the path for that other red to the same pocket.
She's just a little bit unlucky where she's left the cue ball there, Jim, because if she hadn't been bridging over this black, it'd be much easier to judge.
Well, now the problem ball, obviously at the top end, the red nearest the top of the table, doesn't pass to either pocket.
As I said before, Jim, this is the offending red, and that's why she needed to move the yellow out of the way. She's obviously just having a good think now how she's going to develop this red.
30 seconds.
Looks very focused, Jim. I mean, I know it's only the first frame, but if you just see Linda's face there, how focused she is. It must be nice to be in the final year after year, Jim, but I'm sure that going a couple of years without winning it, I think she'd like to get it this year.
An added spark, to be sure, Keith. It's one thing getting there, it's another being able to hoist the hardware when the event finishes.
Seconds.
She's actually got herself in a spot above her. This is why she's taking her time. She can pot these two reds down the bottom right on the side of the table, but the problem is how is she going to get up there for the other one?
I think she tried to roll that one in, not happy departing the table prematurely.
I'm not sure, Jim, what she was trying to do there. I don't know if she was actually playing for the safety shot. Maybe she was trying to leave the cue ball behind the red so she couldn't get through to the two top yellows.
Well, important now, Lisa takes the yellow top left. She's got to ensure to leave a clear path to that last yellow, and that means she's going to have to hit this with a little bit of pace to clear that red and black.
Yeah, she's just left this a little bit nasty, hasn't she? Because she's got a slight angle which is going to bring her away from the yellow, away from the red as well. Now, if she plays it slow like this, I think she's going to be snookered. Now, whether she can just, maybe it's a slight swerve.
There's no slight swerve there. I can't believe the way she's played that.
Now, there was always going to be a problem, Jim, because if you roll it in, obviously the cue ball was going to be coming away. So I'm a little bit surprised there. I mean, she could have put a little bit more pace into it, as you said, and made sure she come out the other side.
Well, she should be able to hit this, whether or not she's going to pot it or not. Well, that certainly keeps the pressure on Linda. Lisa's not happy, but she was the master of her own fate there.
Well, just looking where the cue ball is, if she tries to play down the table, she's going to be cueing straight over the yellow. So really, I think she's got to play this top red first. It's a great shot.
That puts her in prime position yet again, Keith. One good pot. And Linda now back installed as the favorite in this opening frame. It's a best of 15, a race to 8 for the ladies' world crown.
Wrong shot for me, Jim. Definitely the wrong shot.
Well, Linda can't believe it. I think she'd like to have that one over again. But she does have one saving grace. She hasn't made it straight forward for Lisa, even though that yellow's over the pocket. Look where the cue ball's finished. And it's not easy to get that white over to the left-hand side of the table here for that 8-ball. And I think that picture says 1,000 words.
Seconds.
Didn't really take a lot of time there, Keith, did she?
No, she decided she was going to have a good old go at it, and that was that.
Look at this. Hand offered an apology. Lisa Quick has fluked the first black, and with it taken the opening frame here in the ladies' final. What a start for her.
Right, well, Lisa Quick has fluked her way to that first frame. Vicky, what were your first impressions of both players there?
Very nervous start from both players. You
Yeah.
can see already Linda's trying her tactical game with one of the shots she's just played there, but she'll have to make sure she does a little bit better than that to
She
give Lisa out of the
can't
game.
afford to make too many mistakes.
No, not against Lisa.
Okay, fine. What we're going to do is take a short break. We're back again with more from this ladies singles final, the Embassy Whirlpool event, in a couple of minutes.
Second break, Lisa Quick break, leaving one break.
Welcome back to this ladies final. Lisa Quick took the opening frame, but not without a few anxious moments. Ended up fluking the 8-ball to determine it in the end. And a huge break off there, yellow into the center pocket. She didn't have to put a little behind that break off, Keith. Look at this.
Yellow ball's in play.
It's amazing, Jim, isn't it, how the girls get this power into the breaks. It didn't look like one was going to go, but just at the end, the yellow found its way into the pocket. Now, under these rules, of course, she has the choice of either suit.
But what an edgy start we saw in the opening frame. Oh, nice yellow there. She's taken the most difficult one first. But both players had their moments where they looked in control. And they both had their moments where they looked desperately nervous.
Yeah, opening frame, we all know it can be a bit difficult on the first frame of a big match like this. Both had some reasonable chances, both made a few mistakes. Hopefully they'll both settle down and we'll see a great match that we all think it's going to be.
Well, this was certainly one to whet the appetite. Two of the players most in form. Lisa Quick, fast, furious potting. Used to a larger table, a 6x12 snooker table. If she can pot the balls there, she can pot them here. And Linda Leadbitter, by contrast, easily the most dominant lady that this game has ever seen. Well, she got a little lucky there. If this yellow passes, and I believe it does, well, she's having a good look at it. Well, maybe just passes, Keith. I'm not sure exactly which yellow she was playing on the way that she played the last one.
Well, the nice thing about this shot is that, yeah, she's probably got half a pocket to aim at. And of course, if the ball does stick in the pocket, then she's still favourite because of the red. But what she's got to be careful of, she's going for the other one.
Red ball's in play.
Well, obviously Jim feels that the yellow wouldn't pot and elected for a safety.
Well, she would have had to roll it slowly, and she might also have been concerned about leaving the cue ball behind the red, just in case it did happen to find its way to the bottom of the pocket. But this is the sort of game that Linda doesn't mind playing. She doesn't want to get into a potting exchange with Lisa Quick. And she certainly doesn't want to see her fluking any more 8s at the end of frames.
Well, she's fully snookered on the yellow just below the black. So she's going to have a go at the other one instead.
There you go. There was room there, but she played that at a speed, so the cue ball stopped just short of that red. What a great shot that was. I don't think she expected to pot that. Another look here. Just by that red. And in cleanly. What about that? Linda will be regretting that visit. 8 into the center pocket, and very quickly, Lisa Quick off the mark yet again. She's taken the opening 2 frames here in the ladies' final, and now leads Linda Leadbitter 2-0.
Third frame, Linda Leadbitter's to break.
It'll look good on
2 frames
either
to
one of these 2 mantelpieces back in their front rooms. Linda Leadbitter now all set to crack into that triangle. 2-0 down. This is frame 3 of a possible 15.
Open table.
Second time in a row for Linda. Nothing down. She can't afford this. She can't turn the table over to Lisa this easily. And a slight look of resignment there. Not happy. And really, Keith, reds and yellows all look quite inviting here.
Yeah, it's a nice table that sits in front of Lisa at the moment, isn't it? And
30 seconds.
it's nice when you've got a choice like that because both sets are reasonably easy.
Yellow ball's in play.
Well, the choice made. Well, now Lisa just eyeing in her mind. You can see she's already visualizing the path to victory, how to remove these yellows and what sequence she wants to do it in.
Yes, this is just practice stuff really. If you just look at the yellows, it's pot and position, that's all it is, Jim. She's 2-0 up, obviously the early nerves have gone now.
Well, the only awkward yellow is the one nearest the black. I don't believe it passes bottom left. It certainly will go from the middle of the table to the bottom right into this pocket, and the yellow nearest that pocket is the one I'm alluding to. Well, she hasn't made life easy there. Slightly hampered bridging near that red, though. That was just a very poor, not only shot selection, but the way that she played that yellow, Keith, with very little conviction.
But it goes back a couple of shots, really. You think she went out of position 2 shots ago, and then, as you know, Jim, once you're out of position, you go further out of position on your next shot, and then that's what happens. But when you consider how easy they were at the start, Linda's got to be thankful that she's getting a chance in this frame.
And sooner or later, Linda Leadbitter is going to start getting the wind in her sails. If she starts to fancy this a little, and she's had her chances, she knows that. And that's a good opener.
Well, it was a big pocket there, Jim, but it didn't even touch the sides, this one. What a shot.
Now Linda just having a good look. Really no problem areas here. It's all about controlling that white.
30 seconds.
Well, I can only imagine she's played that because wasn't even close to making the plant, Jim, so maybe she's just played the snooker.
Well, if she's got the snooker, Keith, only just. But then an easy escape off that side cushion.
To be fair, the finish was there on reds, but it was a very difficult one, and maybe when you're 2-0 down, you know, your confidence isn't there 100%. Well, this is her chance to move the one on the bottom rail. But she's still going to have 2 difficult reds to sort out.
I think Linda has to start showing some initiative in this match. Start sending a message to Lisa quick that if the chance comes, I'm going to take it. If Lisa starts feeling like Linda is playing negatively, it'll just make her stronger.
Yeah, I agree with that, Jim. One of the things we should also take into account is that this is the first time that these 2 ladies have played on this size of table, because this is the final, which is televised, and we move up onto the TV table. The ladies have been playing on the 7-foot tables all week.
Well, that wasn't the best shot that Linda's ever going to play. By taking that red, Keith, I thought she could have played off the side cushion and would have landed nicely on the other one, which I believe might have been intended, but now she's brought that red right back up table and put it in a very difficult position for her to try and achieve position onto.
30 seconds.
And that's the reason she's taking so much time. Obviously a red on into the center. And lips pursed. Very much trying to focus, but she doesn't want that cue ball going into the center. Oh my word, don't anybody breathe. Look at that. Not making life easy.
Well, she's having a go though, Jim, isn't she? I mean, she's made her mind up. That's what she's going to do. This is going to be a difficult one,
This
though.
might be one of the reasons she showed discretion earlier on. This is a tough red from here. Very tough red. And now has she opened up that awkward yellow for Lisa as well? I believe she has. And this might be a gilt-edged opportunity for Lisa Quick to move one step closer to the finish line. You can see the easiest of plants facing her there. Just wants to concern herself with position onto the yellow in the middle of the
30
table.
seconds.
Well, I can't believe she's taking this one first. I cannot believe the shot she just took.
Well, she was completely undecided. Although there was the easy plant, what she was thinking was she wanted to leave that last to get onto the black. But for a
again,
lady that
Keith,
cues like this,
showing no confidence. If you've got a yellow over the pocket, as she would have had, she should have been able to drop that cue ball onto that yellow in her choice of pockets. Again, showing no confidence whatsoever. Both these ladies struggling right now in their minds. I don't think Linda's going to be well. I was just about to say I don't think Linda's going to be letting her off again, and wouldn't you believe it?
yeah, she's played that one a little hard, Jim, isn't she? Because if she just finished nicely behind that red, she had the choice of the top pocket or the middle, and then she would have been instantly on the last one for the black. The only thing I can possibly see is maybe she can try and play a plant here. It's obviously offset, so it's going to be very difficult to make. Well, I think she'll settle for that, Jim, considering.
It's been a windy road, frame 3. The emotional roller coaster continues. That's not the order of the day. Yellow does not pass red, and neither does black.
You know what, Jim, I'm not so sure. If it goes off the knuckle first and kicks back onto the red, it might. Look at the gap. Playing to cover it up. A little bit harder, that would have gone right in front. So Linda's got a chance now.
Either way, Keith, it would have been such a difficult shot had she attempted to make that, to get from the last yellow to the black. I agree with you. I think she was just trying to get that yellow in front of that red.
And that's Linda's order of the day now, really. Try and get the red in front.
It could even go in here. Depends what pace she plays this.
30 seconds.
Well, just the same, she's just the wrong side of this red. And that means she's going to have to hit this with a little more power than she would have liked.
Not enough.
A thin clip on this 8. She'd love to have brought that cue ball down another 2 feet or so, though. Made this so easy. I still half expect her to get it. And there you go, 8 into the pocket. And finally, Linda Leadbitter secures her first frame. It took 3 to come, but finally it arrives. 2-1 now to Lisa Quick. Hotel in Blackpool for the 2001 Embassy Whirlpool Ladies Championship. And Linda Leadbitter all set to break off here, frame number 7. It's a race to 8 for the world crown. Well, Linda is crushing the break, but you think she can buy one off the break? Not a chance.
That's an amazing break, Jim. Just look where all the balls have gone. She's bunched all the reds and the yellows up in the bulk area of the table. Absolutely amazing.
She doesn't lack any power with the break. But again, this is looking a lot like a frame that is not going to be secured in one visit.
It's been amazing the way the breaks have come out in this match, Jim, really.
Red ball's in play.
Didn't realise that red went first, and well, she's actually got a chance here. Lisa, to her credit, really has tried to go game at every opportunity, and has been a bit fortunate to have a second bite in 1 or 2.
Yellow ball's in play.
Well, here we go again then, Jim. I mean, Linda's going to just love this. I mean, she's playing straight into her arms, isn't she?
From our perspective. No, I said from our perspective, the worst thing to do. Well, Linda, the master of the tactical exchanges. And I too, Keith, am very surprised that Lisa has allowed Linda to dictate the pace in this final. She's 4-2 in front. I'd be clearing these open and turning it into a potting battle and just saying, don't miss.
Yes, it's been a bit surprising, hasn't it? And I mean, if Linda hadn't made the 1 or 2 mistakes that she had, she could be 2 or 3 frames in the lead here. Oh, it's all happening.
Now the red and yellow tied up the bottom right end of the table as well. And the only thing you can be assured of here is no hasty conclusions.
Thirty seconds.
It's not a good shot. She's left Lisa a chance to remove her 1 offending red if she wishes to take it on now. Obviously she doesn't. That's a good shot though, Jim.
At some stage though, she's got to develop that one difficult red at the bottom end of the table, right side. She's on one of the more difficult ones though, and she must take it now. Well, you know, she's almost got angle here, Keith. She could slam this into the center, take the cue ball off the top cushion, and try and bring it down towards that red right now if she chooses. It looks as though the angle presents itself, and she's got the red over the top corner pocket as her insurance policy. Well, she did have the angle. It would have required just a bit of side on the white, but
Well, I think
would have taken it.
what she's thinking is she can screw down and move it now. And then the other red is her insurance policy. That's what she's thinking.
This is a lot tougher to contact that red, though, than the previous one.
Oh. Well, then again, we're both wrong. She just played for the double. Double to win. I wouldn't say it's the right shot in a way, because if she misses the double, just look at the yellows.
And if this goes in, and it hasn't.
I don't think that was the right shot. I don't know what you thought, Jim. I mean...
Well, Keith, for me, what I've learned in the years covering 8-ball and seeing all you top players playing day in and day out, the one thing that I have noted is that when you've got problem areas, the sooner you get after them, the better off. You just leave all your options open. You leave it to the end, as Lisa has, and sometimes putting all your eggs in one basket in this sense is not the smart thing to do. There, Darren Appleton, one of the top men, watching this ladies' final.
Well, I think she wanted to finish on the yellow in the pocket at the top left-hand side. She's going to have to take this long one, and she's been missing these, Jim, tonight.
And you know something, Keith? She took a little extra time there. She's out of rhythm, and I'll tell you what, long straight balls, when you're missing those, that's technique. It's cue delivery, pure and simple. And she is just not technically sound right now. She's jabbing at it and not stroking it. Very short follow through there. And obviously a little bit out of sync right now is Linda Leadbitter.
Nothing easy for Lisa, though, let's be fair. For me, she's going to have to take this up the rail twice across the table to have a chance at the other one. Then again, she might cut this one in, Jim. She'd cut one in like this in an earlier frame. She's overcut it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, if nothing else, she's improved her situation in as much as now Linda can't afford a miss.
No,
only
they're
time
not
will
hard.
tell.
They're not even hard, Jim. Look. It's just that normally she'd pop these balls easy.
We know she's struggling. She knows she's struggling. And how difficult it is to get all those negative thoughts out of your mind every time you come to the table. That's what separates the good players from the great ones.
Well, this is a big finish, really, isn't it? Because if she misses this one, then she's going to be 5-2 down at the interval. And look at this.
That was very poorly judged. And obviously the fact she used the rest there didn't help matters, but still she had quite a large margin for error to drop onto that one yellow.
Seconds.
Well, a smattering of applause. Linda has stopped Lisa's progress for the moment, but unfortunately she's also stopped her own for the moment. That yellow will have to be developed, and that's the reason she's trying to force Lisa into the foul and secure the 2 visits.
Well, I can't even see her making an attempt out of this. She don't really want to move the red. No, she's sending the yellow down the table.
2 visits.
And not very successfully at that.
No, to be honest, she's left her a very good opportunity now, hasn't she, with the 2 visits as well. The yellow down table does pass the black, Jim. So really it's just a matter of cue ball control here. Keep your 2 visits for the bad yellow. No need to go after it, trying to move it or play anything silly.
Still loads of uncertainty in Linda Leadbitter's game.
Second visit.
Well, that was intended. She tried to develop that difficult yellow, and now a very real opportunity, because the yellow at the bottom end of the table passes the 8 into that corner pocket. And really, Keith, it's just a matter of potting this one, leaving an angle to bring the cue ball down the left-hand side of the table as we look.
Yes, normally very basic, but the way this match has been going, well, anything can happen.
Nothing can be easy enough.
Looks good, Jim.
It does, but she's a little closer to the cushion, I'm sure, than she would have liked, and we know that her technique is not sound. And I can tell you something. When you're struggling with your cueing action, Keith, nothing's easy. You don't have to tell Linda Leadbitter that.
She's left Lisa a very good opportunity, hasn't she? It's natural angle up for the red and then black down the rail into the pocket where the yellow is as well.
Well, that was a little close for comfort. I don't know whether, yeah, even Lisa can offer a little smile there. I don't think there was any way she needed to be anywhere near that center pocket there. And now just slot this in with some bottom. Get that cue ball closer to the black. I don't think this one will be traveling at too great a speed.
Time out. Time running.
This 8 for a 5-2 lead. It's there, and Lisa Quick secures victory, but again, a very bumpy road over the finish line. 5-2 in front of Linda Leadbitter in this race to 8 ladies final.
And the look on Lisa's face at the end of that frame there, I think, says it all. Vicky Layton is with me. What do you make of what we've seen so far, Vicky?
Oh, I can't believe what I'm watching here. Linda just doesn't look herself out there. She's fighting herself all the time. She doesn't look comfortable walking around the table either.
She's
just showing a lot of emotion out there as well, which she never usually do.
As we were watching play, you were saying Lisa hates this sort of thing anyway. She'd love to go for her parts, but
Yeah.
and she just does not want to be drawn into a tactical battle. But despite that, because Linda's playing so badly, she's got this comfortable lead.
That's it, yeah. Lisa doesn't like playing the tactical game at all. She'd rather be out there potting, strutting her stuff around the table, but Linda's not letting her do that, and it is showing in her game. It's affecting her game as well.
But it's not much of a final. This isn't much of a spectacle, this, is it? We need better in the second
Not
session.
really, no, but I think, you know, as I said before, the breaks, if Lisa gets the breaks now, I think she'll be so confident being 5-2 up.
Well, let's hope so, eh?
Yeah.
Fine, there we are. OK, we're going to take a short break, as the players indeed are right now. We're back in a couple of minutes, hoping for slightly better things. So it's Lisa Quick then with a convincing 5-2 lead at the interval. But I just wonder, Vicky, she hasn't looked totally convincing. Indeed, neither players look happy at all with their game.
No, not at all. I can't believe what I'm watching there. Linda's not playing very well at all. She don't seem to be cueing right, and even walking around the table, she don't look comfortable at all.
Linda just seems to want to drag Lisa into this tactical battle. She doesn't want to pot a ball, it would appear.
No, and she knows Lisa doesn't like playing the tactics as well. Lisa would rather be out there strutting her stuff, walking around the table and, you know, getting the balls in. But
the problem with that is that you've got to take your chances when they come, and Linda's not doing that, is she?
No, not at all. I mean, she's missing simple pots, which you'd never see her miss, but she's missing them today.
Well, Lisa, with that comfortable lead, do you think she'll hold on to it?
I think so now. I think she'll be very confident now, being 5-2 ahead.
She's certainly in a terrific position. Let's cross back once again to our MC, Alan Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome back Lisa Quick and Linda Leadbitter.
So the players ready to resume as we continue to the finish of this ladies' final. Fascinating to see what happens. Let's rejoin Jim Weich.
A very comfortable lead right now for Lisa Quick, and she will be breaking off here, frame number 8. And the first player to get to 8 will be crowned the 2001 Embassy Whirlpool Ladies Champion. And I have to say, Keith, that it has been very questionable, the play here. I think that both these ladies are capable of so much better, and it's a big occasion. We can't possibly overstate that. But it's certainly down for Linda. She's had more chances than she could have asked for. It's down to her to try and sort it out and put it together, because I believe that she can play back into this final.
Yeah, because she's done it before, Jim. We've seen her down and out before, and, you know, from nothing she can come back. She's got the ability, she's got technique, she's got the belief. So whether she's got her head sorted out in the interval is the big thing.
And Lisa really has done nothing dominant as yet, even though she's 5-2 in front. And of course that could jump up at any time, this sort of awesome potting display that Lisa Quick can throw at you. But as yet it hasn't materialized. She's made some nice pots, but missed some bad ones. And each and every frame of the first 7 could have gone either way. Is this going to be the first break and finish that we've seen this year in this final? Certainly the opportunity presents itself right now for Lisa Quick. Yellow into the center pocket. And if she gets this, every chance. And it's in.
Come on, Lex.
Well, choice of yellow. I don't know whether the bottom one passes into the right bottom corner, and she's looking into the right center, so obviously it doesn't.
30 seconds.
Come on, Lex.
A little short of pace there, Keith, and what could have been so easy, all of a sudden a little tricky.
Yeah, she had a couple of ways she could have gone around that, really. I mean, I know she's pushed through for the middle, not played it very well. It's a very missable shot, but she could have stunned out and took the yellow in the same pocket. You've still got to fancy her to get it, to be fair, but made it missable.
Oh, terrific shot from Lisa Quick there. This 8 for a 4-frame lead at 6-2. And it's there, and without a doubt, the most convincing and one-sided frame that this ladies' final has seen to the stage. Lisa Quick, 6-2 in front of Linda Leadbitter, and full value in that frame.
Ninth frame. Linda Leadbitter.
Frame 9.
Trailing 6 frames.
And Linda Leadbitter, a quick look at the triangle, and she just spotted a little bit of space between some of those balls. And she wants a very good rack. That's important because she really has been crushing the break, Keith, and no success. So Linda Leadbitter now to break off in frame 9. 6-2 she trails, and she must make inroads into that deficit. Nothing down. That is cruel.
Open table.
And all she can do is offer a wry smile as she departs the table. But how the billiard gods are frowning right now on Linda Leadbitter. And for that, she can have no reply.
Interesting lie on the table though this time. The black, as you can see, is tied up behind a red and a yellow.
Seconds.
So I would tend to think she's going to go yellows here for that specific reason. She can miss the red and bring the black into play. Or she could even leave that yellow to last and possibly take the black in the middle. So I would imagine that, yes, yellows are going to be her option.
Well, she's just had a quick glance at the clock, Keith, just to make sure she's got plenty of time. These girls have to play each shot with a 1-minute time frame, and they get warned at 30 seconds.
Well, this is all about finishing on that awkward yellow. This is all this finish will be about.
I know one thing, Keith. For me, I'm playing that yellow sooner. I'm playing it with a bit of angle to kick out the 8 while this yellow was over the corner pocket.
Well, Jim, I've got a funny feeling she's going to leave that yellow till last.
She has to now.
Yeah.
And she's going to want to try and get as straight on it as she can if she does elect to try and play that 8 into the left center. If she can't, then she's going to have to try and develop it, and then it's a little bit going to be left to chance. Well, she's showing you where she wants to leave the white with a nice angle to be able to bring that cue ball just the bottom side of those 3 reds. That looks a little too straight. And it is. So now she's going to have to develop that 8. She doesn't want to try and force this. And she may have to just pull that cue ball back slightly to even leave the yellow on. I think she's made a mess of this. Now, can she get through to that yellow? No. Cushion first. Well, important now, the contact from the cushion to the yellow. She must either leave this yellow over the center pocket. Or the bottom pocket, sorry. And, well, she's accomplished that, Keith.
Red balls in play.
Even though she didn't pocket it.
She's had a result, Jim. Look where the black was and the white was. She's had a result, I'm telling you. And that's the way it goes sometimes. She played the shot too fast. She'd have been struggling to finish on the black if she'd have made the pot.
And once again, Linda really is going to be forced to lay the snooker on her and try and pull out the foul, and with it the 2 visits. And I think she's got a path through here. Left cushion, and with a bit of side. Going to track into this area, and with the side, she's got to try and come between the 2 reds. It looks like that path may be available. I don't know if Lisa has seen it yet. I'm quite sure she can play that into the left cushion with side. There's a gap there, and she's not even looking at it.
30 seconds.
No, she's looking at putting the black on top. Deliberate foul shot. And just sitting back. She's got Linda on the rack anyway, so she can afford to do it.
2 visits.
But
Knowing
funny
that
enough,
the Reds in that vicinity as well, Keith.
I was just going to say, funny enough, Jim, I mean, Linda is favourite to win this frame now. There's no two ways about it. She plays the right shot, she will win this frame. All she has to do is take her time, bring one. She's got 2 bad reds. She's got the one on the side rail, this one here, and then she's got the one on the bottom rail. What she needs to do with her first set of 2 shots is to bring one of them into play. That's a great shot. Use the 2 visits. On her next time to the table, she can bring the other one into play, and then obviously she can bring the black out eventually. The black will double back across.
She could almost have done that right here.
Well, that's
Look
a great
at this.
shot.
That's beautiful. And if she can draw back and drop onto that red into the top right corner, she could bring the black out here. Well, that was risky.
She don't need to, Jim. Really, the important thing is to make sure she gets all the reds in the open, get the snooker, when she gets the 2 visits, she can double the black. Well, she's playing more aggressively this time.
Well, one thing about it, in removing all these reds, she's definitely going to leave Lisa Quick a path.
It's a great shot, Jim. You've got to say.
She's got to pocket this, though. She's
Yeah.
got to save that second visit for that 8. A real look of determination on Linda's face. It's there. And what a beautiful visit this is. Imagine clearing all those awkward reds and never having to use that one extra visit that you've still got. This has been a terrific visit from Linda. Second visit now in, so she has to knock this in. It's there, and Linda Leadbitter responds in kind to an excellent frame from Lisa Quick. Right back with one of her own. And now the scoreline reads 6-3.
Well, Linda Leadbitter, totally different player to that first session. And Vicky, there has been a dramatic change. She's potting balls. She's looking more positive.
She is, yes. Very careless shot from Lisa's put Linda back in the frame, and she'll be really glad to get that frame under her belt now. And
Yeah.
perhaps this is a turning point of the game.
It's sending out a positive message, as Jim has been saying. That's what you have to do to your opponent, and she's just started in the best possible way there.
Definitely, yeah. She'll be very pleased with that, and hopefully now we'll see a different player in Linda.
Still a big gap, but obviously it is now, we can see from the way she's playing, it is bridgeable.
Yeah, definitely. Well, she's done it before. She did it in one of the finals against Sue Thompson. She came back, excellent win. So maybe this is it. She could do it again.
Vicky, thanks once again. Here's Jim.
Lisa Quick, having witnessed that display from Linda Leadbitter, you know she's going to want to get back on top of this one.
Yellow ball.
Even though the scoreline favors her considerably, 6-3, she doesn't want to take any prisoners in this final. And a beautiful break off, and that may well be the difference in this match. Lisa has been breaking so well. You can see again, really reds and yellows sitting very nice, but yellows look to be slight favorite here.
Yeah, she's just been very impressive in the breaks.
30 seconds.
And, well, she's 2 frames from home, so this is a big one if she can get it.
And right on to one of her more difficult yellows early in this one. Again, sending a message, letting Linda Leadbitter know she's going to be going for gold right away. The cue ball control has been her nemesis in this one.
she could have done anything with the cue ball there. I mean, she didn't put no side on it, she just rolled it in. Obviously thought she was going to finish on one of the balls. She's got one near both of the bottom corner pockets. Linda will be sat there feeling very relieved at the moment because she knows she's probably going to get another shot in this game.
30 seconds.
Chris Melling sat beside Darren Appleton on the left there. Two top men's players, obviously
Red ball's in.
transfixed here in the ladies' final.
Well, this is going to be a clear indication then, because Linda's played an awesome finish in the last frame. Whether we were playing badly or not, it was still a great finish. Now, can she do it again? She needs the chances, but more importantly, Jim, she needs to take them.
Well, the Linda that we saw in the last frame was not the Linda Leadbitter that we saw in the first 7. And certainly, whatever she has decided to do with her game and her attitude, her approach in this one, if she can carry that through, who's to say she couldn't get back into this and create a major upset?
Oh, it's a great shot. It's a big plant shot, that one. It was offset. She knew that the white ball was coming down the table. She's controlled it well.
A very positive shot, Keith.
Yeah, I am to say, you can see a distinct change in her attitude already. And as we said before, Jim, it wouldn't be the first time she's made a remarkable change round and a recovery in a match. She's done it before.
Not ideal position, but she can still get through to this red on the bottom of the table. Hampered cueing, though. That's not going to make life any easier for Linda. Oh, beautiful shot. Just an excellent strike there. Made to look much easier than it really was.
Good position play as well, Jim. Not just a good pot. She's kept position well. She's a slight angle. Whether she can roll through here for the one up the rail. She's going to be close. Well, this is confidence then. If we're going for the long pot. Been missing these today.
Well, she's obviously feeling considerably better than when she started this event out, but she still doesn't want to get too careless. This is tough, and it's there.
A little bit unlucky. She's only gone maybe 2 inches too far there, that's all. She's still got the red into the top left-hand corner pocket.
And position to the black, guaranteed. It's in. And this 8, for the first time in this final, Linda Leadbitter will have put 2 together. And 2 monster frames they are. The 4-time ladies world champion will not go down without a shout. She's just taken the last 2 and trails now 6-4 in this ladies final. And the only question in everybody's mind, as Lisa Quick gets set to break off here in frame 12, is has Linda Leadbitter dug herself too big a hole?
Yellow ball spotted.
The deficit at one stage.
And also, Jim, is how does
6-2.
Lisa reply to this?
That's right. But so tough to come back from a 6-2 deficit. And Linda is doing everything in her power to do that. It's 6-5 now. But at the moment, it's out of her hands. And after a ball made on the break, Lisa has
30
nominated, I believe, the yellows.
Yellow ball's in play.
Well, she was looking for that anxiously, but the fact that she made 2 yellows off the break predetermined her selection simply because she wanted to afford herself that much of a handicap. Red ball's in play now for Linda Leadbitter.
Linda's favourite in this frame already. The way that Lisa's gone about the open there, because I thought maybe she'd have been better off going reds. I mean, to play the shot she has. I mean, if you take a look at all the reds now, everyone, she gets back to the table here.
Well, Lisa Quick has to be feeling like something is slipping away. From 6-2, Linda has pulled back to 6-5. And all of a sudden, that emotionless Linda Leadbitter look has returned. I'd still be doing snooker then. Well, obviously, Keith, the problem ball is the one just below the black. I don't know whether it's available to the bottom corner pocket on the right. It looks as though it is. But having said that, still very difficult to get there. You can see the path.
Well, it would be a shot, Jim, wouldn't it, the finish in that gap? But the way she's playing now, you wouldn't put anything past her, would you? Just decided to play a safety, I guess, there.
I think she knows she's got Lisa Quick throwing caution to the wind, and look at this for this plant she's attempting.
But Jim, haven't you realised what she's done? She's left her in a position where she's moving the yellow that was guarding the red. If what a clever shot. She knew she was leaving Lisa that. Lisa goes for the shot, now she's got game.
That is knowing your opponent. And knowing that your opponent isn't going to be thinking one step ahead of you.
It's not just about potting balls, is it, Jim? It's about your
30
brain.
seconds.
Use your brain. Play the shots. Force your opponents into an area where they can do nothing.
Well, Linda's giving you the best example that you're ever going to see with respect to using your noodle out there.
She did the same thing 3 years ago when she won her last championship. She came out after the interval and she was trailing and she looked like a different player. So I'm definitely going to have to ask her what it is she drinks in the interval.
And whether or not it's legal. Careful now, don't want to touch anything. That would be a real momentum stopper.
Now you see some of these balls she's potting now, Jim. She was missing these before.
Well, she just looks so much more confident now. She's cueing. She's getting that cue through the white, Keith, and she was stopping it beforehand. Now she's following through, releasing it. And when that back arm is tense, that's something you have to really force yourself to do, is release the cue.
You switch it off, please.
Well, the referee getting irate at somebody's, I don't know if that was a cell phone or a beeper.
Sounded like someone's mobile. It was a text message coming through, but obviously they should have all their phones switched off, and that's terrible timing for Linda as well. And the referee there didn't just tell him, he was annoyed with him.
Well, that's one of the warnings that was given by our MC.
Carl Morris, the offender, can you believe it or not? Should know better. Well, how'd you like this one to come back level? It's an awesome red needed here. Now, let's be honest, Jim, in the first half of the match, you wouldn't even be near with a pot like this. But the change round's been unbelievable.
And it is complete. Beautifully struck. This 8 for 6-6. And how about this? Who would have given Linda Leadbitter any chance the way that she started this match out? Well, now it is 6 frames apiece, and she is in complete control.
Well, it's almost unbelievable, isn't it? Linda Leadbitter suddenly totally different from that first session. And Vicky, if she carries on like this, she's going to get the crown. I mean, she was 6-2 down, 6-all.
It is. It's amazing, isn't it? I think the interval's come at a good time for Linda. I mean, I see her talking to her husband Francis, so whatever he said to her at the interval has obviously worked.
It's worked. And Lisa's now the one with the problems because she can't get back in, and when she does, she's not looking very confident.
Well, Lisa had the chance to win both the first 2 frames coming back after the interval when she's threw them away and let Linda back in, and she's a totally different player now.
So who's your money on now?
Oh,
Come on.
thanks for that. Well, it's looking Linda, isn't it? But you never know with this game. It's a funny game,
You
isn't
sat very nicely on the fence. Thank you, Vicky. Right, OK, back to the play. Once again, here's Jim.
Well, easy to say when we're sitting here watching, but there's no question who has the momentum at this point in time. Linda Leadbitter. Again, the look at the triangle just to ensure that they're all touching and she gets a total displacement of all balls. And she winds it up for the break here. Frame number 13. Will it be lucky for Linda Leadbitter?
Come on, ladies.
Well, that did everything but drop in that last yellow. And I don't think Linda can hit those any harder. Look at that yellow top right. A fraction of a roll would have deposited it into the corner pocket. And there is the difference between Lisa Quick then and Lisa Quick now. Simply because of the way Linda Leadbitter is now playing. And that's something that people don't take into account. The transformation doesn't always come in one player. Sometimes it forces a transformation in the other.
Well, it wasn't even a hard shot, was it? And like you say, the change is just incredible. I don't think people can quite believe what they're watching. It's like 2 different people have come out to play the second half of the match.
The butterfly has come out of the cocoon.
Yellow ball's in play.
And you just get the feeling that if Linda Leadbitter goes ahead in this match, I think you're going to see Lisa Quick throwing her cue at everything.
She did try to play an aggressive shot. She was trying to pot the yellow and develop the other one straight away, and well, it was so far out, it was unreal.
Red ball's in play.
Decided she was going to develop the yellow straight away there.
But she's not left anything easy for Lisa either.
She played it with safety in mind, I think, Jim. She's brought the cue ball down to the bottom part of the table. I think she probably knew that she wasn't going to make the double. Made sure she got the cue ball safe. She's got to be careful here, Lisa, is because if you look at all the yellows, she's actually going to have game on next time at the table. No obvious pot on. I'm just wondering if she's going to try and play this red off the black here, Jim, and send the black up to the red at the top pocket. Good shot. Can't fault her for that.
Still got her thinking cap on.
And that's the difference, see, Jim. The first half of the match, Lisa wouldn't have even dreamt about playing a shot like that. Straight away, that is a defensive shot, because she knows Linda's just not missing at the moment. There is, if you look very carefully though, Jim, where the black is, there is a gap there between the red, where the pocket is. Whoever that black will actually just slide in there, it may well do.
30 seconds.
Well, that's a super little shot to start things off here. All the yellows available, and whether or not Linda's having a look. I was just going to say, whether or not that black is available, she wants to know right away.
Oh, well, if she gets the cue ball right behind it and plays it the right weight, I think it will slide past. It's about having the right weight, though, on the shots. It's one of them, you can't slam it.
Well, she's also having a look at the possibility of wedging that yellow into that pocket and possibly clearing it.
30 seconds.
I don't know whether or not this yellow will go, Keith. I think this is very dangerous. From the center of the table, that red is far enough in that corner pocket. I don't want to second guess her the way she's playing, but this is risky business. How about that shot? She couldn't have hit that any better if she'd have just struck the yellow ball with the cue.
When you think, Jim, in the first half of the match, she couldn't pot a straight ball when she had the whole pocket to aim at. And there she's got maybe, what, quarter of a pocket with the ball there? Straight in. You can't fail but be impressed by the temperament of this lady.
30 seconds.
The character. The intestinal fortitude to withstand all that pressure that Lisa Quick threw her way in the first going here, and to come back like this. She has what we say in North America, she's got lots of moxie. The long yellow. Bottom right. There's an awful lot of green felt between cue ball and yellow here.
The way she's playing, Jim, is just make the pot. She'll pot the black. She is just not
The
missing.
master of her own destiny right now. This 8 for a 7-6 lead. Wasn't easy, and had all the pressure of finally going in front in this one. Linda Leadbitter has never seen the front of this match, and that 8 would have provided it. But not to be, not yet.
But what has she left her? That's the thing. It don't look like there's much there. Maybe the red goes in the centre pocket. But that's about it.
30 seconds.
You know something, Keith? Even if she could see a red right now, I wouldn't fancy her to clear up anyway. I think that Lisa Quick is really feeling the heat.
Well, this is the only shot she's got.
And we're going to find out right now, because the reds are all available. 6 of them left. And she can't afford one miss.
I think even I was blowing there.
Well, Lisa Quick smiled as she walked around the table, but that was more a smile of relief. Well, she won't get on this red any better than she is right now.
I was just going to say that, Jim. Really, she's got to take this shot on.
And she knows she's shooting the red bottom right. Just deciding which red she wants to attack after this one. But she's not playing too fast, is she? And that was a very poor shot.
Was the wrong shot, Jim. Should have played it just with top, brought the cue ball back up the table. Choice of 2 reds, leave the one on the rail till last. What does she do? What does she do, Jim? Play the snooker?
She has to, I mean, right now, she's got to knock this in. Full stop.
Right.
What a shot. And she's not done yet. That's just one hurdle cleared. And she's got to play this with a lot of bottom as we see that good red again. And that one thought about staying on the table. This has to be played with a lot of bottom, Keith. Left-hand spin. And this is the shot. And she couldn't do any better than that. All she's got to do is roll this in. It's a frame winner if she gets it, and a frame winner if she doesn't, or a frame loser if she doesn't. And she's stretching. And now having to use the rest makes it just a little bit more anxious, and all the faces have that written all over them. She doesn't want to use that rest, Keith, and that tells you she's not comfortable with it.
Seconds.
All this has to do is be pocketed, and it is. And what a clearance from Lisa Quick. And I have to say that I did not have any faith that Lisa was going to complete that clearance. The 8 down, and Lisa Quick has stopped the Linda Leadbitter fight back. 7-6 now to Lisa in a huge frame. And now Lisa Quick with a chance to put the nails in Linda Leadbitter's coffin. She's breaking frame 14 of a possible 15. And yellow into the center pocket. Red into the same one. Only problem, this is not an easy table, regardless of which color you choose.
Well, you're certainly right there, Jim. Plenty of power in the break once again, but they've bunched. More drama.
Red's in play for Lisa. You can see those eyes darting around.
Yep.
She's just had a look to see if that red will play onto the other red. And because it wouldn't, she had to develop them, and it hasn't finished kindly.
Well, she's attacked. Really has attacked here. But what do you do now?
Well, Keith, I know if I'm shooting, I'm raising the back end of the cue, and I'm just nudging into that red nearest the white to draw back into the cushion and back onto the red.
Seconds.
Everything in the open right now.
Yellow ball is in play.
Well, you have to say, Jim, this is a chance. And she's been taking them. And that's been the difference, really, hasn't it? She's been taking them. Because them two reds on the right-hand side, if the first one doesn't pot, she's got two dead balls there, so that gives her a little bit of breathing space.
Well, that was my thought, Keith. Just whether or not she had dug herself a little too big of a hole, though. That 6-2 deficit that Linda faced at one stage, she's brought back now to 7-6. Lisa Quick only requiring one more frame. But if she does contrive to somehow go on and still lose this match, I'm sure she's going to look back at the early frames as being decisive. But there's still a long ways to go in this ladies' final.
No easy shot on here.
30 seconds.
Can only play a safety.
Total snooker.
Well, that's pretty good. Having said that, it could work in Linda's favour, because see these two yellows that are together at the bottom. Now, if she can just come off the bottom cushion, roll up to these, which would be a good containing safety shot, but at the same time, she's going to develop them both so they'll pot.
30 seconds.
Now, this is what she's got to try and do. Now she left them a plant. It looks like they're a plant, Jim.
I think she's accomplished exactly what she'd like, Keith. Look at that. Dead set plant. And now Linda has matured the situation to where now she could convert it to a victory, given the chance. But she needs the chance, and she may not get it.
That's a big shot. That is an enormous shot. I didn't think she could cut that one back.
Well, you know what Lisa Quick is looking at right now? The two reds nearest the bottom right corner, because that is going to have to be set as a plant too. She's going to have to take that on. And there's two variables to this one. Not only getting the plant, where the other red goes. She's got to make sure she lands on it. And right now she's building herself. She knows she's going to be taking that on.
30 seconds.
Just a question of whether it's now or after the red over the corner.
Well, I think she's got to play it now, because she can play the cue ball back in the middle of the table, and she's got the red up the table to use as her... And she's played it right. She's just been very unlucky. Now, does it pass bottom left? That's the big question.
Well, if it does, she's got a natural angle to get onto it, just off the two side cushions. And I think it'll go. So this is a natural angle to get onto this red. Just off the two side cushions, Keith. And that's perfect. Big chance here. This could be the beginning of the end for Linda Leadbitter. She's shown a lot of courage in this to fight back from 6-2 and really force Lisa to have to dig deep. But dig deep she has. And she is now just 2 balls away from her second world title. And now just 1 away. This 8 for the Embassy Ladies Whirlpool Championship. And that beautiful, beautiful piece of hardware will be going into the front room of Lisa Quick. But she needs this 8. And it's there. Lisa Quick has become the 2001 Embassy World Ladies Pool Champion. And she completes the double as she holds the Ladies World Snooker Championship along with it. A game effort from Linda Leadbitter, falling just short. But Lisa Quick answering the bell, the challenge seen off,
And ladies
she
and
is
gentlemen,
an
put your hands
8-6
together for
winner.
both young ladies. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, Lisa Quick, a deserving champion, I think. She fought off the challenge from Linda and showed real courage and class to just clinch that final there. Vicky Layton, that was good stuff from Lisa when she needed it most.
That's it. Two good finishes just pulled out there when she needed it. The black she's just potted there to win the world title was brilliant under that amount of pressure.
Well, without doubt, it was a hugely popular victory here in the auditorium. Let's now hear what Alan Hughes has got to say with the girls.
Well, here we are. We've got the two young ladies with us. A real struggle, a real doer final, really. It was difficult for both of you early on. And Linda, I know that early on in the match you struggled and then you got it all together. It looked as though you were flowing, and then all of a sudden she came back at you. When you were coming back and you levelled the match, did you feel then that you were in with a real chance, you were queuing better then?
Well, when I was 6 each, I thought, I just hope I get one off the break. That was my main concern, because I've been really struggling. I think only one of my breaks had got a ball down. And when I was 5-2 down, I was just so disappointed how I'd played. And the second half, I just come out like a different person.
Well, you certainly did, but you've been playing a lot on the men's tour this year, which has helped, obviously.
Yeah, it has helped me. It was really to practice for this, really. I'm quite pleased, like, the way I've played at the end, but, you know, just a bit disappointing you can't be picking the trophy up. But.
Well, you've been here 9 times. Does it get any easier?
No, it doesn't. I was a bag of nerves just to start with, but I settled in well, and I thought I've got a good chance now. And then it was just like a best of 3 at the end.
Right, well now to the winner. What a great season you had. The Ladies Embassy World Snooker Champion, and now you've lifted the crown here. How do you feel?
Pretty good. It's beyond my wildest dreams. I never expected to win both. One of them I'd have taken quite happily. And especially playing Linda in the final, you never know. You know, I was 6-2 up. I thought I was playing quite well, and she's just come back. I've hardly had a shot, you know, and you know she's capable of doing it. I'm just over the moon to take the last 2 the way I did.
Well, you certainly battled all the way today, and it shows your battling qualities. So to win both the titles, really, I don't think anybody's done that. That's a record. So you've had a terrific season, and long may you reign, because you've got an awful lot of talent, and so is Linda, and so have the other ladies on the tour here. They played really well. The game is now on the up. Many congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, to our champion and to our runner-up, the winner. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome the presentation party consisting of Graham Blashill, Managing Director, Imperial Tobacco UK Limited, accompanied by George Harwood, the Tournament Director from the English Pool Association. Thank you, gentlemen. And to the runner-up, first of all, it's a cheque for £1,500, and our congratulations goes to Linda Leadbitter. And now we come to the winner. It's a cheque for £2,500 and the Embassy World Championship trophy, and it goes to Lisa Quick.
So that's the happy, smiling face of Lisa Quick. Final thought before we leave this event from my studio guest, Vicky Layton. Vicky, it was a much better event after the interval. Both players were better. It was a much better match.
It was, yeah, it was. I think the interval did come at the right time, and both players, Linda especially, I mean, you've got to admire the lady, and she's come out there and she's been different class. She's been a bit unlucky, that's all.
Yeah, but a good champion, Lisa.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be enjoying herself tonight.
I'm sure she will. Vicky, thank you very much indeed. There we are. So Lisa Quick is the Ladies Embassy World Pool Champion. She's done a terrific event here. She's done brilliantly to put out Linda, who had that brilliant fight back. But as I say, Lisa Quick is the Ladies Champion. From all of us for now, it's goodbye. We'll see you next time.